Hello, this is Sabrina from Piedra Luna Tarot 808 with the Gemini reading for October, or for the Libra season, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the collective house 3 for everyone, which is a house of communication, of our thoughts, day-to-day thoughts, our short-term plans, and our short-term strategy as well. So for you, Gemini, and of course, we're right now, planetarily speaking, we have Mars and Gemini, so we have still that energy of combative, argumentative communications that can happen. So watch out for that. That you don't engage unnecessarily on conflicts or even misunderstandings. Today, we're getting out of the Mercury retrograde, so communication should come out better. Still, there's a shadow period of about a week where still communication is not as straightforward. There's still chances of miscommunication, but all in all, it feels like the energy is a bit less tense than before, and that we're getting into um, moving forward kind of energy. So for you, Gemini, I have and for the collective, everyone, third house of communication, we have the following reading. For for Libra season, we start with the Ace of Cups here with the poker cards, along with the Eight of Cups, which for me is telling me that we're all planning or thinking or putting our thoughts and our mercurial energy, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, into walking away from things that are not filling our cup, which don't feel right to us anymore, especially that we're walking into the Libra season. And Libra is all about relationships, it's about learning through relationships. Also, there's an energy with the Seven of Wands and the Joker, which is the full card of new beginnings, of defending or having that kind of energy of defending new beginnings that you want in your life, or defending your position in regards to why you're walking away from things that are not filling up your cup. And also you're doing like a combination, mercurial combination, because of course Venus is having a strong influence on the firmament right now on the planets. And there's a energy going from what is logical, what is rational, and as well as what is heartful, and that we're trying to balance our lives on regards to that. With the next cards that we have here, and I'll put the description below with the cards that I'm using in case you want to check them out. We have here the Magician and the Ace of Cups. Again, for me, with the Magician, there's a lot of manifesting energy, of manifesting our heart desires, and that could be from, and of course, the Magician is a person that has become aware that they are the driver in their life, that they are behind the wheel, that they're the captain of their boat, and that they do have the power to make changes, radical changes. And as long as they're directing energy properly, your thoughts, your actions, um, your network of people, the elements around you, and there's an energy of wanting to manifest um, unconditional love in regards to your life, on how you feel about your life. This could be from romantic to this could be from family life, but you're definitely you this month, Gemini, and as well all of us in our thoughts, we're gonna go deep, because it's as I said, Libra season. Libra is about relationships, and it's about the good and the bad relationships. It's where we learn from the bad relationships, from all kinds of what we don't want to do, or where we don't want to be, or who we don't want to be with, to learning from the angles and different perspectives that our partners, our friends, or even our enemies bring into our life, and how they enrich our vision of life. So there's a manifestation of a better tomorrow, definitely, in all of our minds, and how we can achieve that. And we could also see that in the politic arena as well, with the Seven of Coins, which is about meditating where we want to plant our energy, where we want to head. We are opening ourselves up with the two wands, two of actually not the yeah two wands on the reverse, on making actual decisions of what we want to start planting. And this is also an important factor for Gemini, because Gemini, sometimes you wonder too much, you and your indecision makes you procrastinate to the point that you don't begin anything. But for you this month, and for all of us, if you're in that procrastination energy, I feel that because you have this urge in your heart to create a heartful life for yourself, a heartful life for others, a heartful workplace, or a heartful labor of love, whatever you do for your life. You're taking decisions because you know you need to start in order for things to start progressing. For you to become that magician, you have to get out of the planning and start it to go into the acting. And I see you going into that for this Libra season. With the Ace of Batons, or the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Cups, this is an energy, of course, the Ace of Wands, very phallical, very sexual, but it's also about inspiration. It's also about the fiery energy that makes us do things, because the things that moves us because we are passionate about that, from activism to the environment to we're have that inspiration that comes from our friends, or that we have that passion to be with people that feel like our soul tribe, to inspire people in a network, to do something different, or just to, I see you having more fun than usual, probably gathering more and loosening up your bit a bit more. You've maybe had like an awakening, or maybe we've all had some sort of awakening as to the importance of having more recreation in our life, because the Gemini is the twin, the symbol is the twins, and there's a childlike inspiration and creativity about it as well. With the Fool, and oh yeah, the Fool is actually the last one from this deck. So we want to create new things. With that, we're inspired to reach out to others, to our soul tribe, to create different things in a network. And especially Gemini, if you've been feeling you've been in the hermit mode, this is a great opportunity to do get along with other people, and be more inspired, to create fun environment, and to create new things, and to open space for new things to come up in your life. With the other cards that I have, with the Five of Swords and the Fool again, you might be, let's see with the rest of the cards. There's also an energy of with the Five of Swords, which is getting your way no matter which method you use, or winning at all costs, which is a kind of the Five of Swords energy. And the Fool, you're, and that card can go either way. With the Fool, I feel like you're determined for something new, to bring new changes in your life. And this could be like breaking out of the routines in your life that are not working out for you, or breaking out from habits, or even realizing how you maybe have closed some doors to new beginnings, to new groups or new networks, because you didn't want to see things from the perspective of others, and that you're actually open now with the Full energy for seeing things with new eyes, with the eyes of like a child, innocence as well. We have the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Coins. For some, I feel that either in finances, with the Queen of Coins upside down, could have been like a limiting factor in your life, where you felt you haven't been able to get along, or you get together with more people and friends because of restrictions within the financial area. And of course that makes a lot of sense. Or maybe you could have someone in your life, some feminine energy, that is being a bit restrictive. Maybe they're in that fearful energy because of how the economy is, and that could have been blocking you from breaking free. But with the King of Staffs, which is the King of Wands, and the Two of Cups, I see you actually being very inspired to break out from the limitations that you felt you've had before, being along with the Ace of Wands that we had on the other deck just a few moments, and the Two of Cups, which is actually uniting ourselves, our passions. So this could be maybe starting a new career, maybe you're starting something new, maybe you're starting to hang out with a new group of people, maybe you're starting a new relationship. Also the house 3 could also be about relationships, because in order to start a relationship you need to communicate, and to communicate what you want to do about your thoughts and your feelings about that person, and if they're in the same wavelength that you are, of course. So that could be you. Maybe you feel a bit more risky to reach out to someone that you like, and you feel you feel encouraged enough by the signs, because you like, of course, to meditate everything you're doing, and know that you're stepping on solid ground. Solid ground. That could be you reaching out, starting a new relationship, or this could be starting also a new business, something that you get inspired about, and maybe you could be from a collaboration, or this could be signing a contract about some new project that you might be starting. We have the Seven of Staves again, Seven of Wands, which is defending your turf, and the Page of Cups. For me, this energy speaks a lot of the we have a right to party. Like you have a right to have fun, you have a right to feel inspired by things with the Page of Cups, things that fill your cup in a fun way, in a relaxed way, in a more lighthearted way. Maybe you've been thinking about finances and work a lot, like that the shining all work and no fun makes Jack a dull boy. Like it's driving you crazy that you haven't had fun in a long time. And this could be for all of us, of course, in the collective. Gemini is about communicating with others, so and reaching out to others. So this could be affecting us as well. This could be a season of getting together with people and just lighting up our energy. With the Justice card here and the Magician, you're again manifesting. Again, we have the Magician once again manifesting a life which feels fiery to you, especially with this card, where you feel empowered, where you feel it makes sense, where you feel it's you have a good balance between your fun and what needs to be done, and you're doing your very best, and you're getting very creative, Gemini, with Sun, Moon, and Rising, and all of us on the third house, how our communication can bring forth a better future for all of us, our knowledge as well, because third house is also about knowledge and what we communicate, and very Mercury house, of course. So it's about manifesting something that feels fair for you. With the Emperor, this is also an energy of getting empowered, of growing up, of maturing, of leveling up to the next level wherever you at, regardless of your age. If you're in your 20s, I don't know, whatever age you might be. If you're willing to share your age in the comments, please do that. I'll be happy to give you 2 free cards on the reading. Yeah, right there, 2 free cards, very general kind of thing. If you're willing to give me your age, what as a viewer, what is your age? I would love to know that. But with the Emperor card, and you can be an Emperor even when you're a teenager. I remember, I'll be 40 in December, but I remember when I was a teenager, and I used to get on that Emperor energy of leveling up and becoming the captain of my boat. So it's not about age, it's about the point where you are in your life, where you need to make changes, and you need to level up, of course, because life is not going to change itself. You need to be the one making the changes. Now, beautiful energy here with the Emperor and the Empress. Again, I feel that energy of romance, possibilities of romance during the Libra season. Especially they'll be get-togethers, so don't try not to, if you're single and you would like to meet someone. I mean, don't, if someone offers you an invitation, social invitation with a group of friends that you actually get along well. I mean, don't, maybe going to a party of people you don't like is not going to be a good idea. But if it's with friends that you care or you like, or people that seems to be in your same vibe, go for that. You might be able to find a kindred spirit. I feel there's people that are gonna magnetically be into each other because of the level where they're at in their life, because of the way you're thinking, and not because they're exactly the same. Because the Empress, as I said on other videos, and the Emperor, they're not the same. Each of them brings different things to the table, but in regards to their power and their empowerment, they're equally strong, but they're complementary. The Emperor is about dominion, about structures, while the Empress is about nurturing and about wisdom, like the a balance of course the feminine and the masculine, and they too much masculine is negative as much as too much feminine is also negative, because they also have negative things. So the emperor is able to balance the negative of the feminine, and the feminine is able to balance the negative of the masculine of the emperor. So that's a very nice energy of if you get this kind of energy from someone that feels like they get you and it's very complimentary, and they feel to have there, it feels like it's very two strong people, or two people that are very, they have the same level of empowerment. So that's a nice thing. Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. Nine of coins is of being able to, in the seven of cups, of course we are making decisions on our lives, on how we can actually be in a more comfortable financial situation where we can enjoy the fruits of our labor, where we can have more comfort, where we are worrying less about our coins and having more fun with friends and family and lovers. And there's going to be opportunities to meditate on how to better enhance our finances during this month. And you're probably going to be on this energy as well. With the Six of Swords, we're moving away to the King of Cups. Beautiful energy. You're moving away from harsh words, from harsh situations, from heartless situations, to a place where the masculine energy is empathical, where it's more in touch with emotions in a masculine and very even alpha, whatever way you want to call it, is like a good balance, like that hero kind of energy where they have the heart as well as the strength, where we're moving into a place where it feels more altruistic even, or there's chances of having less conflict, where like having a nice boss without any BS, and you're like such a blessing to have as well. Or even moving away from, if you've maybe had a difficult partner, you're moving away to someone who is like a breath of fresh air, with the Queen of Cups next to it. There's again lots of loving energy. I feel like a lot of romance for Gemini during this season. Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, and as well like romantic conversations of people who have similar energies. Either there's going to be couples that are very romantic, like the two of them are romantic or getting together, or maybe it's that empowering empowered couple, like power couple, that also has this element of romance, that has the element of being very loving, not only being very powerful, but also finding or knowing the power, they're being vulnerable with each other, what it means, and how much it enriches their lives and the lives of people around them. So that's a great energy. And last, the revolution, with this card of the Tao Oracle. We have transformation, a radical change. You give up the old to make way for the new. Quantum leap. So I feel there's a great revolution going on, not only in politics, in our communications, but also in our minds, because there's an influence, of course, what we read, what we see, what is going on the zodiac signs and the planets above. They'll have an influence on our thoughts. Maybe one day quantum physics will explain how it all happens in a very scientific way, but there's been so many different mystical currents of philosophy and religious religions that speak about that, as above, so below, as within, so without, as the universe, so the soul. So these revolutions that are going on around the world, and of course there's also something psychological and emotional, monkey see, monkey do, but of course of all the political and economical things that are going on. The revolution is not only outside, it's also inside of our minds and how we want to live our lives, and the big changes that we need to make, big changes and like awakenings that you have in Gemini of how things that you need to change. And last, this is going to bring you that great power of realizing, I mean, that passion that you're going to feel during this Libra season is, if you're, of course, directing it for a good cause, is actually going to bring you forward, bring you to a quantum leap forward to where you need to be. And it's going to make you feel empowered to make better decisions for the rest of the year. You're going to get that self-confidence that you need, Gemini. I wish you a great Libra season, Gemini. Being a Gemini ascendant myself, Gemini rising, and having a lot of Mercury energy. This is applies for everyone, also for me. If you like a private reading, have the description below. You can see all the details. Like, share, or subscribe, or subscribe if you like the content and if you want to see more content like this. And blessings to you, Gemini.